Ever felt that sting when someone just walks all over you, dismisses your feelings, or talks down to you? It's a terrible feeling, and it can leave you questioning yourself. We've all been there. You start replaying the conversation in your head, thinking, what did I do wrong, or why don't they respect me? Well, today, we're going to flip the script. We're not talking about how to get even or how to start a big fight. We're talking about how to reclaim your power, calmly and confidently. I'm going to share 5 powerful strategies that will completely change how you deal with people who disrespect you. These aren't just quick tips, they are fundamental shifts in your mindset and behavior that will help you build unshakable self-respect. So if you're ready to stop feeling small and start commanding the respect you deserve, stick around. You won't want to miss this. First up, and this one is a game changer, stop giving people detailed explanations for the decisions you've made. Think about it. When you make a choice, whether it's about your career, your relationships, or even just what you're doing this weekend, it's your choice. It's based on your values, your experiences, and your needs. But when someone questions you disrespectfully, our first instinct is often to justify ourselves. We start laying out a detailed case, providing evidence, and practically begging them to understand and approve of our decision. But here's the truth. People who disrespect you aren't looking for an explanation. They're looking for an opening to challenge you, to poke holes in your logic, and to make you doubt yourself. By over-explaining, you're handing them the ammunition. You're signaling that your decision is up for debate. So what's the alternative? Be concise. A simple no, thank you is a complete sentence. This is what works for me is all the explanation anyone needs. I've thought about it, and this is my decision. You don't owe anyone a dissertation on your life choices. The more you justify, the less powerful your decision becomes. True respect starts when you honor your own choices without needing external validation. Practice this. The next time you feel the urge to write a 5-paragraph essay defending a simple no, just stop. State your decision clearly and confidently, and then move on. It feels incredibly empowering. The second strategy is to get comfortable with silence. This one can feel a little awkward at first, but it is incredibly powerful. Imagine this. Someone says something rude, condescending, or just plain disrespectful to you. Our natural reaction is to fill the space immediately. We might get defensive, laugh it off nervously, or try to change the subject. We do anything to avoid the uncomfortable quiet that follows a disrespectful comment. But what if you didn't? What if, after someone says something out of line, you just paused? You look at them, hold their gaze for a few seconds, and say nothing. That silence is deafening. It does a few things. First, it refuses to validate their comment. You're not playing their game. Second, it puts the spotlight right back on them and the awkwardness of what they just said. They are forced to sit with their own words. Often you'll find that the person who made the comment will start to backpedal. They'll get nervous and try to explain themselves, or say, I was just kidding. This silence communicates that you heard them, you did not approve, and you are not going to engage on their low level. It's a non-confrontational way of saying, that was not okay. It shows that you are in control of your emotions and that you won't be baited into a petty argument. So, practice the pause. Let the silence do the heavy lifting. It speaks volumes without you having to say a word. Now for number 3, and this might be the hardest one for many people. You must be willing to walk away. This applies to conversations, situations, and yes, even relationships. If someone consistently disrespects you, and you've tried to set boundaries that they repeatedly cross, staying is a form of self-disrespect. By remaining in that environment, you are silently telling them, and yourself, that their behavior is acceptable. Walking away isn't a sign of weakness. It is the ultimate act of strength and self-preservation. It's you saying, my peace of mind and my self-worth are more important than this interaction or this relationship. This doesn't always have to be a dramatic door-slamming exit. It can be as simple as saying, I am not going to continue this conversation while you're speaking to me this way, and then physically leaving the room. In the bigger picture, it might mean creating distance from a friend or family member who is consistently toxic. It might even mean leaving a job where the culture is built on disrespect. The fear of being alone or the fear of change often keeps us trapped in disrespectful dynamics, but the freedom and self-respect you gain on the other side are worth so much more. You teach people how to treat you by what you are willing to tolerate. Be willing to walk away from anything that costs you your peace. The fourth point is absolutely crucial. Stop trying to change what people feel or think about you. We are wired to want to be liked. So when we sense that someone doesn't respect us or has a negative opinion of us, we can go into overdrive trying to win them over. We become extra nice. We do favors. We try to prove our worth to them. We essentially audition for their approval. But let me save you a lifetime of frustration. You cannot control other people's perceptions. Their opinion of you is a reflection of them, their biases, their insecurities, and their own life experiences. It has very little to do with your actual worth. Trying to change their mind is like trying to change the weather. It's a draining and futile exercise. The moment you accept that not everyone is going to like you, respect you, or understand you, is the moment you become free. Instead of pouring your energy into a losing battle, redirect that energy back to yourself. Focus on being a person that you respect. Live according to your values. Be kind, be honest, be authentic. The people who are meant to be in your life will see that and respect you for it, and for the ones who don't, let them think what they want. Their opinion has no power over you unless you give it power. Release the need for universal approval. It's a burden you were never meant to carry. Finally, we arrive at the fifth and most fundamental point of all. You have to examine if you truly respect yourself. This is the foundation upon which everything else is built. If you don't have a solid base of self-respect, it's nearly impossible to get it from others. Disrespect from the outside often mirrors a lack of respect on the inside. So, you need to get honest with yourself. How do you talk to yourself in your own head? Are you your own worst critic, constantly putting yourself down? Do you honor the promises you make to yourself? Do you prioritize your own needs and well-being, or do you always put yourself last? Do you tolerate behavior from yourself that you wouldn't tolerate from a friend? Self-respect isn't about arrogance or thinking you're perfect. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness, compassion, and dignity that you would offer to someone you deeply care about. It's about setting personal boundaries and sticking to them. It's about celebrating your wins and forgiving your mistakes. When you genuinely respect yourself, you emit a different kind of energy. You carry yourself differently. You make different choices. People can sense it. You will naturally start to repel those who are inclined to disrespect you and attract those who recognize and mirror the respect you have for yourself. So before you look outward for respect, look inward. Build yourself up. Be your own biggest advocate, because the relationship you have with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. So let's recap these 5 powerful ways to handle disrespect. First, stop over-explaining your decisions. Second, become comfortable with the power of silence. Third, be willing to walk away from any person or situation that consistently undermines you. Fourth, stop trying to control how other people see you. And fifth, and most importantly, do the inner work to build unshakable self-respect. These aren't just tricks, they are practices. They might feel unnatural at first, but with consistency, they will become second nature. You will start to navigate the world with a newfound sense of confidence and calm. You'll find that you encounter disrespect far less often because your energy simply won't allow it in your space. Remember, you have the power to define how you are treated. It starts with you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope these strategies empower you. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on building a strong and confident life. Let me know in the comments which one of these points you're going to start practicing first. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.